Okay, so this video is going to be a little bit of yoga and a little bit of Pilates, just kind of using stretching to strengthen our muscles. So let's go ahead and start with our legs together with a little bit of a warm-up. You're just going to do a slight bend in your knees and just swoop your arms. Inhale and exhale. And just really warming up those muscles. Slight bend in the knee, however deep is comfortable for you. Keep the motion fluid and keep your breath going. Just make sure you're nice and warm. You never want to do any kind of stretching or anything with cold muscles. Okay. Now put your hips a little bit wider than hip width, and you're going to put your hands on your hips. Come straight down, bending at your hips to where you are parallel with the floor and at a 90-degree angle with your body. Hold it here for a little bit, and then just come right up, and then back down. Even in these stretches, make sure that you remember to breathe. You're going to do each exercise or stretch for about 30 seconds each to make sure that you get a really good work in. Whenever you're doing these, I want you to use your abdominal muscles to pull yourself back up all the way to the top. And whenever you come up, you're going to tilt the pelvis and flex your booty to finish the exercise. Also, make sure that you are keeping your neck like this and you're not looking up or looking side to side. Keep your neck in line with your back, so that way you make sure you're not putting any extra strain on that. The next thing that we're going to do is kind of a wide squat. Your feet are going to be angled out a little bit. Just come down as much as you can. You're going to come all the way down, or if you're just going to bend a little bit, whatever is comfortable for you. Or if you want to do this without squatting the legs, that's fine. Stay in this position. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale up and turn and exhale to the side. And then inhale up and turn and exhale to the side. In about 30 seconds, just however many reps you can get. Make sure your knees are in the correct position and keeping your arms nice and straight through this. Feel nice and strong. Twist through the abdominal muscles. Then slowly walk your feet in. Now we're going to come down to the ground and we're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So you're going to have one leg straight out and one leg bent into your other thigh. So it kind of looks like a 4 when you're looking at it. You're going to take, if your left leg is out, you're going to take your right arm and just stretch it down. However far you can reach. If you can't reach your foot, that's fine. When you inhale here, pull, and exhale, release. Inhale, pull, and exhale, release. Now you're going to bring it in, feet together, and just lean over however far you can go. You can get your elbows on the ground, that's great. Make sure you're keeping your back straight though. Don't hunch your back or anything like that. Whenever you're doing stretches, you always want to lead with the chest and not really the neck or the shoulders or anything. Keep your back straight, keep your neck in line, and lead with the chest. You're going to come up a little bit wherever you start to feel the stretch in the inner thighs. And breathe through this as well. And then you're going to come out of this and just go into the figure 4 on the other side. So right leg out, left leg bent, left arm up, and stretch over. Ooh, the side's a little tighter. Remember to inhale and exhale. both legs out. Just give it a quick stretch. A couple pulls here. And then we're going to sweep our legs to the side and go into all fours. And we're going to go into a Superman. So I'm going to go to the side so you can see. Make sure your knees are in line with your hips and your wrist, elbow, and shoulder is in line. So what you're going to do here, there's several variations of it. You're just going to scoot your right leg back. If you just want to go there and then come back in, just do that, keeping it on the ground. You can also lift and bring it in. In this, you're going to see how many reps you can get in the 30 seconds rather than holding it for 30 seconds. Make sure you do it on both legs. Either just slide it back and bring it in, or lift and bring it in. Now, if you're feeling strong on that and it feels good, you can lift your arm up with it as well. Or if you want to keep it on the ground, do opposite. So your left leg is going to go out and your right arm is going to slide forward. And keep it on the ground. If you're feeling strong, lift and bring it in. Lift and bring it in. Make sure to do it on the other side as well. Inhaling and exhaling through it all. Now if you're just going to do the legs and the feet and the arms separately, whenever you do the arms, just lift forward or lift up. If you can do it all together, do it all together. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is going to be a seated tick-tock. So we're going to come in crisscross applesauce. And you're just going to inhale your arms up and go to the side. You're going to use your oblique abdominals here to hold yourself. And inhale over and exhale to the top. Going tick-tock, tick-tock. You're going to have a slight bend in your elbows here. That's really going to work your abdominals and really stretch them. After you do this for about 30 seconds, I think it's been around there, you're going to come into a deeper stretch here, and you're going to put your left elbow on the ground and right arm comes over, and you stretch those obliques that you just used to do your tick-tocks. Hold it here for 30 seconds. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more breath here, and on your exhale, come up and switch to the other side. Right arm on the ground, left arm comes over. You can look at the center of your left palm. Do about 3 inhales and exhales. It's around 30 seconds if you do them slow. And use your exhale to bring you up. Now we're going to do some glute bridges. So you're going to come down, lay down on the ground, tilt your pelvis so that your back is completely on the ground. You can do these with your foot flat on the ground, or you can do them with just your heels on the ground, whichever feels better to you. But you're going to use your abs, your gluteal muscles, and your thighs to bring yourself up like this. Now you can either hold this for 30 seconds if you want to, or you can just do reps for 30 seconds, whichever one you feel good with or feel comfortable with. Inhaling and exhaling through it all. After about 30 seconds of these, you're just going to lay flat on the ground. And what you're going to do, because whenever you lay flat like that, your back has a tendency to curve up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I can slide my hand underneath my back. So what you're going to do is you're just going to focus on tilting your pelvis to where your back is flat on the ground. You can't put your hand under there anymore. And you're just going to hold it for 30 seconds. Or you can rep it out, whichever one you feel like doing. You just hold, really ground that back your belly button to your spine. Inhaling and exhaling here. Whole time, keeping that back on the ground. Lift your arms, and on your exhale, bring yourself up. Give yourself a little nice stretch there. We're going to do a couple arm stretches. Just come over my shoulder. Nice arm stretches. Get ready to do some downward dogs. So you're going to come up. Put your feet back. If your heels come off the ground, that's fine. Where it's wherever you are flexible. You want to keep them flat, that's great. You're just going to push your butt back with using your palms though. So keeping your arms nice and straight. And again, if you want your heels up, that's fine. You can also do the stretch on your knees, just going back like this. Inhale and exhale here. This is one that you're going to actually hold for the 30 seconds. And then you're going to come into all fours again. And you're going to do a cat-cow. So you're going to come in, arch your back kind of like you're a cat. Arch it as much as you can. And then come back out to cow. And you're going to curve your back as you look up. Your eyes kind of gaze toward the ceiling. Just a great back stretch. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is a plank. So you come down on your elbows. Make sure your elbows and your shoulder are in line. You can either come up like this, make sure you're nice and straight line, or you can come down. Whenever you're down on your knees, bend your knees up, and that will protect your kneecaps from getting hurt. You can come like this, or if you want to, you can come up on your arms to a high plank like this, or like this. So there's 4 different ways to do it, making sure you're keeping your elbow, wrist, and shoulder in line when you're in the full extension. And you're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Again, come down on your knees, lift your legs up like this so you don't hurt those kneecaps. Or come down like this, whichever one. Make sure your pelvis is tilted under, you're not sticking your butt in the air though. Keep it tilted under. For the 30 seconds here, and at the end of those 30 seconds, you're going to give an exhale. Just lower yourself down. Do an exhale here. Think about all that work you just did. And then slowly inhale and exhale, push yourself up. Give those abs a nice stretch for just working them. You might feel this in your lower back as well. Really pull your chest up. Don't hunch your shoulders like this. Keep them away from your neck. And then just use your palms and force yourself back into a child's pose. So you're going to be sitting on your heels with your knees apart like this. So you come right in between here. Just walk over to your left, stretch it over here. Walk yourself over. That was the right, sorry, it's been a long day. Stretch to the left, yeah. Come forward, walk yourself up. Give one last inhale and exhale. Have a great day.